What is up, you guys? It's your boy Ashrox, and we're back with another video. Okay, so today's video we're gonna be talking about Baal, Raiden, the Electro Archon for Inazuma. Honestly, I can only say what I can for the most based on the Kazuha's character trailer and more on the lore. Um. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It's a very interesting story. Explaining, going back to Bull, we have, it's not that, I don't know, she's kind of a weird character to go against. I'm gonna need to take a sit for this one. You guys are gonna have to listen. Yeah, so in terms of Ball, right, we see this in a little of Kazuha's story trailer, and I'll try to put that at the end of the video. So apparently, from Kazuha's story trailer, we have Ball, uh, who is basically, I wouldn't say she's afraid of people going against her. It's more about, like, she's more afraid that she wouldn't rule for an eternity. Because, and that's basically her name. Every god has a name. You have Venti, god of freedom. You have Zhongli, who's the god of contracts. And, for Baal, you have, for her, she's the god of eternity, and eternity meaning long-lasting time or forever. And she's just afraid that she won't rule for an eternity. She's afraid that her rule isn't going to last long, and she wants it to. So just from looking at Kazuha's story trailer and just from the lore itself, she basically wants to keep her rule. And of course, and because of that, people go against her, people fight her, people don't, they don't want that. And yeah, so the Vision Hunt Decree they're responsible for, taking visions from people and they're turning them into, Baal's own visions in order to create something. I forgot what it was called, but it was ordered to create something and in order to keep, her rule more into her influence. Yeah, that's just more of the story for, Ball right now and what's going on over there in Inazuma. The reason why she has Inazuma surrounded in clouds, surrounded in storm and thunder, because she doesn't want anyone going in and she doesn't want anybody going out. She wants to keep her influence in Inazuma and only in Inazuma, and she wants to rule over that territory and only that territory, so that basically what it boils down to. So that is basically the story of Ball and what the situation is right now in Inazuma, and apparently it's been happening for a while. In terms of Kazuha's story, or in his Link story, his friend basically challenged the Archon, and he wanted to see the divine punishment for himself, but because he lost, it didn't turn out so well for him. And explaining why Kazuha, in the 1.6 live stream when they introduced him for the first time, when he grabs his friend's dying vision and then he flees with it, it is the same vision that he wears on his back that you see in the trailers when you're first introduced to him. And that is his friend's dying vision that he now carries on himself. And the reason why, again, when I show you the Kazuha story, you'll start to understand that the reason that Kazuha's vision is, Anemo or air, is because Anemo means freedom, that's what it stands for. So Kazuha basically fights for freedom for his friend, his dying friend's wish. And yeah, it's a pretty sad story. Other than that, man, Ball, I mean, for me, she kind of doesn't seem like she's a villain. I'm not sure, but I do know that it would be cool and it would be very interesting to fight her. Actually, I think that would be a really, really interesting boss fight. If anything, that would be a really interesting boss fight. knowing that in her story trailer we can see what she can do, which could be a skill. It could be an ability. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what we're gonna give her, because obviously they're gonna give us archons as playable characters. You know, we just don't know what Balg is capable of, and that's what makes me even more excited to, you know, try and see what she can do. Because honestly, like looking at the story trailer and just looking at her, even though you can't really get a good description of how she looks, her in that Komodo or her in that outfit, sheesh, like I'm already sold on it already. You know, I can only imagine seeing Ball as a one-hand sword user. That definitely fits her description, if anything, because of what she can do in the actual story. Like it literally shows it itself. I'm just speculating here. I'm just seeing what she can actually do. I don't know what she can do yet for sure. But honestly, in terms of the story, her character, and as well as it intertwines with Kazuha's, is Inazuma and this story lore is going to be very freaking interesting. I'm actually kind of excited to see what Ball has to deliver the moment we enter the region. You know, we're going to be experiencing a lot more. And it's not just Ball, but we're going to be having a lot of other characters, such as Ayaka, who's going to have a very important role, I feel, in this story. Anything, what do you guys think about Inazuma's story? What do you guys think about Ball as a character, the Electro Archon? And what do you guys think about Kazuha and his story? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, man, I just can't wait. And I'm glad I had to sit down and have this talk with you. So I'll catch you guys later. And yeah, peace.